Hey everyone, and welcome back to my channel. My name is Ryan. I am the Kryptonian Collector, and welcome back to my Fortress, guys. Today we are going to be taking a look at the brand new Batman 1/6 scale collectible figure from Batman v Superman. Now this one is the MMS 731. I actually have the original over in my display cabinet, and I had to pick up this updated figure. I've picked up the updated in-art Superman. They did not release a updated Batman v Superman Hot Toys Superman, so I'm kind of still waiting for that one. But I did need another Batman figure for the diorama I'm working on building, which includes the Jazz Inc. Batcave computer. I am planning to use this one with my Batcave computer and put my original Batman v Superman 1/6 scale Hot Toys figure in that, as well as the display costume. And I need one for the regular display. So I figured I'd pick this one up, and if InArt makes one, all the better. I will be picking that one up as well. But anyways, guys, we're just going to take a look here. Great profile look at Ben Affleck's Batman. My favorite Batman, I have to say it. He was terrific as Batman, and I loved him in Batman v Superman. I know that a lot of people have their issues. I still love Batman v Superman. It's one of the greatest. If you didn't like it, that's fine. There's the Batman and there's the Dark Knight trilogy. But for me, this one is the best. So I loved the costume, loved the logo, and honestly, him paired up with Cavill's Superman was just perfect. This is, of course, the 2.0. Like I said, I have the original in my display cabinet, but definitely wanted to just get into this one. So right here, it's just one of those pop sleeve ones. So I'm going to be getting into this, and we're going to take a look, and yeah, let's crack into it. All right, guys, so here it is, all laid out. Like I said, the profile of Ben Affleck's Batman. Love it. Love this chrome line across the bottom midsection. And there's the Batman v Superman logo. Right above that, it says Batman v Superman, Dawn of Justice, Batman 2.0 1/6 scale collectible figure. And like I said, this is the MMS 731. So getting ready to open it. Just want to show you guys on the side, the little bat logo, DC logo. My box did take a little damage, not bad though. And again, just the Batman 2.0. All the warnings on the back with the Hot Toys logo and just everything kind of going there. Yeah, and on the other side, the Batman logo and the DC logo. So let's get this thing open. And I've got to tell you, right here is the image of Batman and Superman fighting, and I believe right in here is actually the ghost image of Batman running away from Doomsday. Doomsday, yeah. He's running away from Doomsday here, and there's the Batman v Superman fight. I mean, great packaging, great moments from the film. Now, I have to admit, I've had this cover off already. It follows the standard format of all of them, the window display. But I have to say, this is really the first time I'm seeing him in any kind of real detail. Unfortunately, the reflection didn't let me see a lot of it until now, and I've been waiting about 3 or 4 days just to unbox this thing. First up, I have a tear in the corners. So obviously this thing took a little bit of damage, but not a lot, which is pretty good. Figure still looks fine. We have the Ben Affleck head sculpt. We've got, I believe, I cannot see that. There's the Bat brand right here. You get the extra mouthpieces, the Gatling gun, the guns, the zipline gun, and his gas grenade launcher, the bat symbols, the different accessories, different hand gestures, and the zipline itself right here, as well as the cape piece here. And as I'm looking in, I think this is just to alter the eyes. But yeah, let's get into it and just see what it comes with. So with that, I'm going to cut the tape. there we go. All right, so we're back and we are going to open this thing. Now the box is a little damaged. I'm not too worried. Okay, maybe a little bit more worried. Again, it's not the biggest thing. The main thing is the figure is fine. So we're about to find out just how much damage did this thing actually take. All right, so it is separated from that. I'm gonna try not to damage the box anymore because I do like to keep my boxes intact if I can. So we're gonna take this and put it just a little ways away and try to keep it all together if at all possible. There we go. So it is aside. And here we have the actual figure once again. And I've got my trusty cutter because obviously there's a bunch of different pieces here. And we're just going to move them right here so I can get a bit of a hold on them. And just having a bit of a hard time now. There we go. Punctured. All the accessories come off. And here is the brand new Batman. And of course he looks just like the other Batman, but I'm really hoping for some upgrades. I already see one. The chest plate looks different, feels a little bit different on there. I didn't really watch any reviews, but I'm surprised to see this. I'm sure this has something to do with attaching the head sculpt, giving him a different look maybe. All right, put that right here. So that would be the after Batman just broke my Batmobile. So I'm thinking about, I could probably pose him with my Batmobile at this point. Here is the Bat brand and the different mouth pieces right in here, angry and just normal, and then the one I'm probably going to keep is the neutral. Now let's take him out. Now I'm always careful because yes, once again the cape is in the back, so we want to be careful of that one. All right, we're going to take him out legs first, guys, and of course this is the first time in a long while I've done this, so I always support the figure and pull the cape. There we are. And just like that, he's out. I can already tell you guys, the cape is 1,000 times better than the original. The original was stiffer, and to get it to pose was just not possible. This one, if I want to pose it up, I can tell it will. The weathering at the bottom does bother me a little bit still. It still does not look real. It looks very... It's tattered, but it looks very fake. So I'm going to be seeing how that looks on it. I know that there's different capes out there, like the Jackson Ju capes, which I've got one for my, I believe it is my Justice League Superman figure. But I didn't actually splurge for one for this guy, but we're going to take a look. And, you know, there's just the head sculpt in the bat cowl, and I can already tell there's the mouthpiece moving. And, of course, I did not go for the deluxe one where you can actually move the cowled head sculpt. Mainly because I planned on using the typical regular Ben Affleck head sculpt or the Bruce Wayne head sculpt on him to go with the Batcave. But, yeah. Definitely an awesome profile. I gotta tell you, it looks 10 times better than the original. He feels a little bit bigger than the original as well, which is great. And the belt is not moving all over the place. That is another big aspect of this figure that I am just loving at this moment. And I just realized. All right, so as for articulation, it's pretty good. Arms going up. Again, the head doesn't really move, but I'm not going to have it move too often. And on the other side, get this stuff out. Legs, not bad. And again, I'm not going to move him too crazy. He's going to be in probably just a neutral standing pose, but you know, it's always good to see what the limits are when you first get a figure. I'd hate to destroy this thing trying to pull off a crazy pose, but there we go. And yeah, it looks good so far. The weathering is awesome. This has more weathering. I know that there was a big fear of the old figure's suit fading after time. This suit actually looks like it's been used and worn through a bunch of different crime fighting. So kudos to Hot Toys for upgrading it and updating it. I'm really liking it so far. Yeah, let's just move him out of the way now. We'll put him up here for now. And I think that's really it for the figure. I'm gonna cut the accessories off here because, as always, they are taped to the front plastic portion piece. And there's just all the pieces, the zip lines, the grapple gun, and the gas grenade launcher, the Bat brand for him. I wonder why they gave us this. This is too small. I don't know, maybe it's part of the base. I gotta really read the instructions on this one. The different hands, of course, I haven't chosen the hands yet. But this is the piece that I'm really interested in. This is the piece that really sold it all for me. And yes, so you can see the hair is removable and I can match it, so that is going on there, but there we go. So far so good. I'm really liking the head sculpt. This is the one that I will be probably using when I get my Batcave diorama. Just kind of looking at the head sculpt, making sure there's no nicks or issues with it. So far so good. And yeah, so that is the main reason I bought this figure, is for a head sculpt, which is kind of crazy. But I also love the Batman and wanted to upgrade it too. But so this one will be switchable. Let's see, what else is in here? There's this base underneath. The instruction manual is always on the bottom, and extra little pegs for his wrists. The salt packets and the extra mouthpieces. So all in all, guys, it's pretty well the same old, same old. Yeah, and I don't think I'm going to be posing them with anything really crazy right now because I haven't decided on a final pose. Obviously, whatever pose I put them in right now is only going to be temporary until the diorama comes in. And there's also the displaying of the diorama that I am working on right now. So I'm going to put this stuff away. First, I'm going to try to find a pose for this guy, and I'll be right back. All right, guys, so he's all out. Didn't really do much changing on him. I'm a little bit unimaginative as of now. It's actually kind of late. But I did put the open palm hands on, and I did want to point this out. On the back of the interior box is the Batman v Superman posters, the original posters that they released. I actually have a pair of them that I'm going to be hanging in the fortress here at some point soon. But I just thought that was pretty cool. So I've got everything kind of packed up again, but I did have this one out. And, you know, I kind of wish I had left this in, or they had have included a crotch grabber. I do not like this one. I think it's maybe a little bit better than a crotch grabber or the dynamic pose stands. But I really don't like anything that's touching the suit for a very long period of time. I've actually got my Batman v Superman original Hot Toys Batman v Superman in the Nightmare section of the display of my Justice League, and it's been on its flight stand for a little bit long, so I'm kind of worried about that one. But I will not subject a brand new figure, especially a brand new figure, to this thing. I don't trust it. And I'm going to wait to see a few reviews on that before I use it. So until then, that's getting popped out and it'll be put aside for a later time. Now, as for Batman, get some dust on him. Of course, I am going to be using the Bruce Wayne head sculpt like I mentioned. But right now, he's just going to be the Batman in my Batman v Superman display. And like I said, I'm going to swap that one out. So I'm actually just going to prop him up on his grate here, his grate display. Not a bad little display, to be honest. I mean, it looks as if it's the stairwell to the destroyed building he's jumping off of when Doomsday's trying to run him down, kill him. Pretty cool idea there. I mean, I could see a whole bunch of display options if I had have got the deluxe. But again, I didn't want to spend all that extra money on a figure that was probably just going to be sitting at a desk or near a desk. But as for this one, right now it's going to be my main Batman v Superman Batman. I've got the damaged armor version of Batman as well. I've actually got a secondary copy of that figure coming in as well, the non-damaged armor, I believe. No, that one's damaged as well, maybe? I don't know. Maybe it's dual. It's been a while since I've ordered that one. But I've got a ton of Batmans from Batman v Superman. I've got a bunch of different options. I think with this one, like I said, is going to go in front of the Bat computer. And my other Batman v Superman regular suit, the 1.0, is going to be displayed with the Batmobile as the suit ready version. I'm going to try to find a way to display it as Bruce Wayne saw it in Batman v Superman before he went to the party. So I'm going to try to display it like that. And I think this one will fit that role. And then the armored Batman batsuit will work for the Batman v Superman display, because I'll have two, until Inert decides to make its version, in which case I will pair it with my Superman Inert figure. But anyways, guys, that is him out of the box. But you know what? Let's just take another look. Maybe let's compare this guy to the 1.0. All right, guys, so here is version 1.0 and here's version 2.0. The big keys on this is the suit is much darker on this one. It's lighter with a contrast to the dark logo on this one, which is more movie accurate. The gauntlets, my God, the gauntlets. On the 1.0, trying to swap the hands out was a nightmare. The gauntlets would fall off. On the 2.0, they stick on much better. The bat ears on the logo are not covered by the cowl. They've actually spaced it out. And, you know, the hands look 10 times better. The cape, this one is a terrible pleather styled cape that is misshapen from the way it was displayed in my cabinet. And if I can get him to sit, this one is nice and feels more cloth-like. So I feel like if it is in an awkward position, it might not bounce back right away, but it'll be a lot easier to iron out than this thing. Overall, I'm going to give the 2.0. The 1.0 is just going to go into my Batcave diorama. It'll probably be paired with the Batmobile. I don't know if I've mentioned that yet, but it will probably be paired as the suit ready for a Bruce Wayne figure, waiting to put it on by the Batmobile display. But anyways, guys, 2.0 has improved on all my issues with the 1.0. And just because I had to, here's the 2.0 next to my Inert Superman, one of the jewels to my collection. I love this figure. This is the way the Superman piece should have been done. I've seen a lot about some of the issues with this figure, but I 100% love it. And you know what? It pairs very nicely with the Hot Toys 2.0 Batman. And I have to say, I'm excited for Inerts when they do come out with the Batman. But definitely an improvement, and these two are going to pair nicely for the time that they do on my display shelf. All right, guys, that is really the only comparisons I'm going to do right now, but I will be back with my final thoughts on this figure, and maybe I'll show you a little bit of the display. All right, everyone, so that is it. I've got the figure and I've had it for a couple weeks now, and I've just kind of lived with it in my display. I always like to leave it in my display for a little while. That way I get a chance to walk back and forth and kind of just see how it looks with my other figures and just see how much I appreciate it. And I got to tell you guys, I am loving this upgrade. A lot of times I know upgrades are better than the originals, but sometimes they maybe cut corners, or you find that the upgrade doesn't look as good. In this case, they have blown this one out of the park. The gauntlets are the biggest win for me, because before, when I'd try to pose it in any way or had to change a hand, I really did not enjoy that. The posing was a lot more difficult, and actually popping the hands off and having the gauntlets stay in place is a big win, and it just means that they're really looking at the feedback from all of the customers, so that is a big win in itself. As I think I've said before, this one is going to go into my Batcave diorama display, and the 1.0 is probably just going to be the costume display for when Bruce Wayne is ready and opens it, such as the scene in Batman v Superman. I'm still looking to track down something for that, but if not, it's all good as well. Um, Other than that, guys, I do have the Armored Batman suit, the 2.0, coming in soon, and I think that one's going to fill my Batman v Superman display shelf when it does. But until then, I've actually got this 2.0 Batman piece in the display cabinet with my BVS display. And I got to tell you, it's brought the quality of that part up significantly. So I'm very happy with this figure. If you guys want one, I don't know. I think it's still waitlisted on Sideshow, but if you can, get on the wait list, or you can always shop elsewhere. I know I've been purchasing a couple at Pop Collectibles, but as always, be very careful. Do your own research and buy with caution. We don't want another happenstance of Toys Wonderland coming up. So just do your research, and hopefully you can buy with confidence at another retailer. Anyways, guys, that is it for today. Please leave a comment down below. Did you enjoy this figure? Did you like the video? Please let me know. I always enjoy reading the comments. I've got a bunch of links below for Facebook, Instagram, Twitter or X, TikTok, and Letterboxd, where I rank movies every time I watch them. So please check below for those. Subscribe to my channel for more great content. I've got a lot more coming up very soon, including a trip to a flea market. And I will see you guys all on my next video.